The key to kicking a long pass is not only absolute strength, but also the conduction of force. For adults who exercise regularly, if they master the skills, a 60-meter long pass is not impossible. There are so many ways to make a long pass, and the backspin long pass is the most basic and easiest to learn. This video introduces its application scenarios, technical details, and training methods in detail. The backspin long pass has a strong backspin. The ball flies very high and at a relatively slow speed. When the ball lands, the friction with the ground will consume most of the ball's kinetic energy, making it easy to control after landing. Some people think that the speed of the backspin long pass is too slow, and it is not suitable for use in games normally with fast rhythm. In fact, this point of view is not comprehensive. The backspin long pass is not suitable for fast horizontal or diagonal transfers, but it is a good option for midfielders and backfielders assisting teammates to play forward. When teammates gain an advantage in position while running, the backspin long pass not only makes it easier for teammates to control the ball, but also slows down after landing, which can make the goalkeeper couldn't attack easily. I will analyze its characteristics in detail later. Now, I will explain how to kick a backspin long pass to you. First, the run-up. Assuming that the ball is stationary there, start the run-up from about 45 degrees diagonally behind the ball. The certain number of steps in the run-up is not important. The first few steps are used to adjust the body position, and the last one step is bigger. Cause the competition's normally running fast and there won't be so many space for you to do your run-up, so the run-up is best controlled within 3 steps. Second, the supporting leg. In the last step of the run-up, the supporting leg is tilted, with an angle of about 45 to 60 degrees to the ground. When the supporting foot lands, the toes point to the direction of the passing target. The distance between the foot and the ball is about 15 centimeters, and the knee joint of the supporting leg is slightly bent. The landing point of the supporting foot is parallel to the ball, and the toes extend about 5 centimeters beyond the ball. Third, body posture. The lower body is tilted and the upper body is slightly bent forward. Long passes require the use of core strength. This is a natural posture of the body when hitting the ball, and it is not deliberate. Fourth, the movements of arm. Swinging your arms can help maintain body balance. When you begin the run-up, open your right arm slightly and raise your left arm forward. When hitting the ball, swing your left hand outward. This is a natural posture for body balance and is not deliberate. If your dominant foot is left, the principle should be the same. Fifth, the swing of leg. Tighten your core, use your thighs to drive your calves, fold your knees for more, and the calf's backward swinging movement is extremely obvious. Sixth, foot shape and hitting position. Before hitting the ball, turn your knees inward to about 45 degrees in the direction of the pass, lock your ankles, tighten your feet, and hit the ball with the instep, which is the slightly protruding bone on the inside of the instep at the shoelace hole. This bone is the hardest one and can deliver the power to the ball in the most high-efficient way. The hitting part is an oval area rather than a point. Hit the lower central part of the ball with the instep, and the ball will fly very high and have a strong backspin. Seventh, movements that in response to the ball. After hitting the ball, the foot that hits the ball will produce an arc and then land on the ground, just like drawing an arc on the ground. This is a natural movement, not deliberate. Different hitting methods will produce different follow-up movements. Through the follow-up movement and body posture, you can judge whether your long pass kicking method is correct. Then, we will give you the detailed analysis of the technical points of the long pass and the mistakes that some learners often occur. First, the last step of the run-up must be longer, and both feet must leave the ground. The hitting leg should be folded before the supporting leg lands on the ground so that full force can be exerted. My height is 178 centimeters, and my last step is about 120 centimeters. This distance will vary with different heights of players. If you're not sure about it, just take my data as a better work. Second, the supporting foot should be parallel to the ball, with the toes slightly beyond the ball. If it is too far forward or backward, it will affect the power of the shot, and may also lead some curve toward inside or outside. Third, the supporting leg must be tilted. When hitting the ball, since the instep of the hitting leg is stretched straight, it will be longer than the supporting leg. If the supporting leg is not tilted, the hitting leg will not be able to hit the bottom of the ball with the straight instep, and the foot of the hitting leg will kick the ground. Fourth, the knee joint of the supporting leg should be slightly bent. The bent triangular structure is more stable, which is more conducive to maintaining balance and power transmission when hitting the ball, as well as improving the hitting effect. It's not hard for us to discover that in boxing, basketball, tennis, and some other sports, athletes often bend their leg for balance and lower the body weight. Fifth, when hitting the ball, you will tighten your core, which will cause your upper body to naturally bend slightly forward. If your body does not bend or lean back, it means that you are only using your legs to exert force, not your core. Using your core to exert force will have a better work. Sixth, you cannot use the arch of your foot to hit the ball. If you use the arch of your foot to hit the ball won't fly high or far, and will also possibly have an inner arc. Seventh, when hitting the ball with the instep, you must use the center of the instep. If the hitting point is too close to the ankle, the ball will have an inner arc. If too close to the toes, the ball will deviate to the outside and be soft and weak. Eighth, before the run-up, your eyes should first look at the target of the pass, feel its direction and the force required, and then stare at the ball until you hit it. You shouldn't move your eyes anywhere else when taking the run-up. If you don't stare at the ball, you will not be able to hit the ball accurately. The last point is that if you are skilled enough, you can try to use usual ways to run up and hit the ball. Therefore, the way of running up, the inclination angle of the supporting leg, the distance between the supporting foot and the ball, the movement following the ball, etc., are not changeless. Everyone is different. You need to practice more to find the most suitable body posture and the best hitting feeling. You don't have to imitate others every moment. The key point to hit a backspin long back pass is to quickly insert the instep of the foot into the bottom of the ball. In this case, the ball flies very high and at a relatively slow speed, but with a strong backspin. After the ball lands, the backspin changes to a slight forward spin. This change means that the friction between the ball and the ground consumes most of the kinetic energy when it lands. Therefore, the ball becomes very quiet after landing. The first and second landing points are only 2 or 3 meters apart. These characteristics are very beneficial to teammates who are attacking forward. If the ball is too fast, teammates may not even be able to catch up with the ball. Even if they catch up, it is difficult for them to control the ball while running at high speed. The practice of long passes should be gradual. The primary goal for beginners is to kick the ball with the instep. It's a good idea facing a net or a wall. The purpose of using this is to avoid pick up the ball far away. Don't rush to exert force at the beginning. Slowly increase your strength and find the correct feeling of hitting the ball. If you can hit the ball with the instep, then practice on the court. Let the ball rest on the grass first and try to kick the ball towards the target. After you become proficient, you can imitate the scene in the game. First, push the ball out and then run up to hit the ball. The is will be better if you take fewer steps, because you don't have so much time to adjust in the actual game. The only way to improve long passes is to practice more. In the process of practice, you will gradually understand the various details of long passes, develop habits and muscle memory. In the next video, I will introduce the flat and fast long pass. If you are interested in it as well, please like my video and subscribe to my channel to explore more practical football skills with me.